Hello, everyone. Welcome to our reading. Today we are looking at the Mystic Whispers Oracle deck. So, thank you for being here. This is a collective reading. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Some things might match perfectly for you, other things may not. This is a collective reading, so you just have to know that you're meant to see it because the universe has guided you here for a purpose, a reason, but it doesn't mean that every single thing is going to, it's not like a personal reading, okay? Collective readings are to assist in the grand overall energy that is being around the reading, but it's not a personal reading. So don't don't feel that every single thing, if it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it resonate because it might not be for you, okay? So we're just going to cleanse our space and let's take a look at our reading. So I hope everybody's doing great today. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments where you're from, what you're doing, what you were doing prior to this, what caught your attention to come here. So we're going to start our reading with setting boundaries. The garden blooms when guarded from pests. Okay, so this is all about this is starting out with all about what is healthy for you, what is coming in for you that you need to do. So setting boundaries can be with yourself. Doesn't always have to be with others. Everybody instantly thinks it has to do with others. It doesn't necessarily have to do with others. Setting boundaries can be, doing something like say like you want to lose weight, but you keep buying the chocolate bars, or you keep doing something that you know you really don't want to do, and it's counterclocking what you're trying to do, right? That could be the whole setting boundaries. Right? It can, for some of you, it can definitely be not sharing everything with others. Sometimes we want to share so much with people around us, and sometimes people around us don't want to do anything with that information but cause us problems and use it against us, or try to sabotage us. So you might need to set some boundaries with telling people things that they don't need to know. Some things should just be between you and the divine, you and your spirit team. Be very cautious about who you tell things to, because someone could very easily have bad intentions, and it could be someone that you never even dreamed possible, right? So just be very mindful, be very aware of your boundaries, and how people make you feel and how people act in your energy. Some people might overstep your boundaries. Some people might not have healthy boundaries of their own, so therefore they think that they can disrespect yours, right? So just this can be a wide variety depending on how it relates to you. Look for signs. So answers are written in the wind. All right, that card is reminding you that whatever it is that you're looking for, the universe is going to bring it in. Right? You pay attention to what's going on around you, because you're going to notice that certain things, when it says look for signs, that also means like not everything is going to be a sign. Don't go out and try to make everything a sign. But if you happen to like notice something, like for example, my daughter and I, we were talking about something really important, and we were walking back up the walkway that we had just walked down. And as we were walking down, there was no feathers. And as we were turning around and going back up, there was this beautiful, untouched, undirty feather laying, and it was big. It was a large size feather laying right in the path. When she looked down, she saw it. And it was not there. We know for a fact it wasn't there when we just walked. So like that would be a sign. But you would know the signs if you focus on working on your heart space. Take time each day to just set with yourself, set with your heart. Tell yourself, I love you. I bless this day. I thank you for this day. Give gratitude to the Creator for this day, for the day that you have, and for the blessings that you are receiving, and for the experiences that you are allowed to encounter. Give gratitude and thanks for this day, and for the protection from your ancestors and your loved ones in spirit realm over you on this day. And just keep doing that to the point where you really start to feel that energetic energy flowing through your heart. As you begin to build that energy, you're going to also be able to feel when certain things are signs and when certain things are not. You're going to be able to feel when certain things are meant for you and when they're not. Like if somebody says, "Oh, look, it's number 111," but it doesn't feel like anything to you. It's just like, okay, that's not your sign. That's their sign because they were drawn to it, but it's not yours, right? So you're going to know the more you spend with your heart space, the more you spend with the creator within you, and the stronger you make that connection, the more you're going to know what's real and what's not, what's for you and what's not for you. Okay. You are being guided to get rest. Follow land yields the richest harvest. So don't force yourself to move beyond your your calling. Like don't force yourself to like don't push yourself harder than you need to. Trust that you are when you are being called to rest and you want to rest, take that. Don't be like, "Oh, I need to do the laundry," or "Oh, I got to cut the grass," or "Oh, I got to do." No, it's okay. I'm going to allow myself to rest. My body needs this, my mind needs this, my energy needs this. I'm going to allow myself to rest and then I'll do this later. Because the universe is telling you that there's other things going on around you that you may not be aware of, other frequencies, energies, things like that. And so resting your mind, your body, resting yourself is pouring back into yourself. It's loving yourself and giving yourself back the energy that you're pouring out to everything else around you. Okay, so don't allow yourself to feel guilty if you feel like you need to rest. For some of you, this rest is going to be a trip. Maybe you need to go to the ocean, let that seawater in the air kind of cleanse your body and the sounds of the ocean kind of clear your mind space and heal your heart space. So for some of you, this rest may be a trip that you are this is a confirmation that you are meant to schedule that trip or take that day off or go on that drive or whatever. But for others it might just be to just stay home, to just allow yourself to just let things go for one day because everything's going to be there tomorrow. Don't put yourself in this never ending race of, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, because every day is going to be there again. I got to do the dishes, I got to sweep the floor, I got to do the laundry, I got to do that. And then you get up the next day and it's the same thing again. It's very repetitious, right? So if you take a rest, it's still going to be there even if you take a rest. So allow yourself to do something that you enjoy. Maybe watch a TV show. I was talking to somebody the other day and they said that they had this anxiety setting in when they felt like they needed to sweep the floor, take the garbage out, do the laundry, wash the dishes. They felt like there was just so much for them to do. And then their body was just like, "No, like I'm tired. Sit down." And so they did. They decided that everything was going to just wait. They were just going to leave it wait there, and they were just going to do it after they were done. And they went and they sat down and they decided to turn on the TV and to watch a show. And when they turned the TV on and started to watch the show, they got a huge message from the show. It was like a huge confirmation to them, and they were trying to make themselves stay busy and keep their mind so going that their mind was getting tired and their body was getting tired, but the real purpose was they didn't want to address a situation, and it was just easier to mop the floor, take the garbage out, do the laundry, wash the dishes, and complain because you had to do all these things. It was easier to do that than it was to address the real elephant in the room. And so the movie kind of made the person aware that they needed to come back to the elephant, that it wasn't that all of this was just wearing them down and making them tired and burning their energy out, and it wasn't going to do any good because in the end she was still going to have all this stuff, but the elephant was still going to be there too. So it was like, okay, let me take care of this because I'm doing this in avoidance, right? So sometimes that rest can also be a message. There might also be a message in the rest. So when you rest, pay attention to your heart, pay attention to your mind, pay attention to any messages coming in about how you're feeling, right? Or what comes on your mind, what seems to be really bothering your heart. Create fearlessly. So art is the soul's whisper turned tangible. So this card is telling you that you are being called to create something. Maybe you need to do some summer cleaning, rearrange your home, create something you've been wanting to make off of, something that you saw. Just do something creative. Do something that inspires your heart. Maybe you write books and you haven't wrote one in a while. Just it's time to get yourself reconnected again, right? Don't allow yourself to pour from an empty cup and then you can't even do the things that you love that truly pour back into who you're meant to be. Let it flow. So bamboo bends but never breaks. So don't force. Again, there's this message of don't force what's not meant to be, right? Allow things to just come to the surface. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, to understand the situation, and to move forward in a productive way, not a repeated pattern or cycle that drains you. Live the present. Yeah, stay in the moment. Now is the only moment that exists. Embrace it. So maybe there's something that you need to address now so that you can release it and you can move forward and you're not feeling like you're stuck in the past or you're worried about the future. It could be, something that really truly honors your energy in this moment and can really release things to make things better. So travel, yeah, I knew there was a travel energy coming in. Every crossed border expands the soul's map. So for some of you, this is definitely a need to maybe retire. For some of you, you might be retiring. You might this might be a confirmation for you to definitely do the travel. Do it now while you can, while you're able to. Figure out ways to make it happen. Join groups that give advice on how to overcome fears, obstacles, things like that. But you might need to travel to see your children. This might be a message for some of you to travel to see children that may have moved away from you, children that you may not have seen for a long time. Um, being able to bring that love back into your heart space and heal from past wounds. This could also be traveling to other parts of the world that maybe you've been wanting to see, but you haven't allowed yourself the opportunities, right? And trust in free fall. The universe catches you. So trust that everything that you're going to do, everything that you're being called to do is going to work out for your highest good, right? Trust that everything that is aligning for you is, yes, it's going to open your heart. Closed doors don't let in light. Yes, this is going to be all about opening your heart, allowing real, um, real energy, real love, real happiness to come in, right? Letting go of anything that makes you feel like you're not deserving of this peace. Release control over this situation. Water finds its way. Yield, don't steer. So yeah, be like water. Flow with the energy. Water can overcome its obstacles, right? It can flow around them, over top of them, beneath them. The only time water ever gets stuck is whenever there is something of a force within the water, like a tree or something that causes the water to get like um, backed up or something. But if you are cleansing your energy and going within your heart space and tuning into your mind's thoughts, you are able to release control of anything that tries to pull at you energetically. You're able to release anything that isn't truly yours to carry. You're able to receive from the divine, from the spirit realm, from your ancestors. You're able to receive the right messages without the distortion coming through. So release control, release the situation, release the person, release whatever the situation is, release it. Because if it was meant for you, it would be it would be orchestrated by the universe in a way that it would work out. If it's not meant for you, then it would be complicated, it would be stressful, it would be overwhelming, and just it would cause you to not be able to do the things that the cards are causing you to do. So release control, call back your power, trust that whatever you're being called to do, because for each of you it's going to be different. Um, that when you release control, you're going to feel that energy flow, and then allow yourself to receive. Where was that for? Like look for the signs. You're going to allow yourself to open your heart and receive the guidance that is truly yours, that's truly meant for you, right? The guidance that is coming in to protect you and to offer you a true energy. There's a lot of fake people, a lot of fake energy, a lot of people that will try to sell you red roses but in all reality they painted them. They were white and they painted them red. So just be aware that the more you release control, the more clarity you're going to have, the more intuitive awareness you're going to have, because your heart truly knows whenever you are really in tuned. So learn from everything that has happened to you. Knowledge is a tree growing with every leaf. So learn from everything that has happened to you, right? Bring it in, transform it, be the alchemist. I always tell people, be the alchemist. What doesn't hurt you is going to um is even if it does hurt you, you can still transform it, you can still learn from it, you can turn that energy into something good, and that therefore you change the purpose of the energy. So if something's sent to harm you but you're able to learn from it, then you transform that energy regardless of how it was sent to you. You're able to transform it. You're able to say, okay, what is this, why is it here, and how can I learn from this? And when you do that, you become the alchemist, and therefore you absorb the energy that was meant to harm you, and then you turn it into whatever you turn it into to level you up. Blessed bounty. Yeah, harvest grow in soil of gratitude. Your heart, open your heart to gratitude, open your heart to love, open your heart to trusting that everything is working out for your highest good. Nothing that comes at you is going to harm you, because you have done the work to protect yourself with the universe. You've worked on your shadows. You've done a lot of work, a lot of healing, and you have devoted a lot of time to yourself and to your path and to your purpose and your true light, your true heart within. And because of that, you are going to have blessed paths and protected paths. Nourish your body. So, priestess, your body is an altar. Yes. So you are to love yourself, love your journey, move with inner gratitude, grace, and thankfulness, and trust that everything is working out for your highest good. Yeah, you're not too late. You haven't missed the train. What is meant for you is coming in with clarity, in 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 honor and truth. So we have ask for help. Even oaks ask strength from collective roots. So you are getting the help that you need. Help is coming in from the universe. I feel like the universe, the creator, God source, your ancestors, they're also bringing in real physical people. For some of you, you may have been dealing with people that were really good at manipulating the situation. You may have been dealing with people who, for example, your whole community might have all, a lot of people in the community might have all been in the same, you know, boat with each other. And so nothing you did made a difference. Nothing you did could go outside of that boat, because they were all keeping it within the boat, within themselves. It was, what can we do to better ourselves, right? That has happened in a lot of cases. People don't see people for the trouble that they're truly going through and the pain that they're in. Instead, they see them as a pawn on in their game. Okay, well, I'll give you this for that. I'll give you that for this. And they're playing with people's lives for their own benefits. And sometimes, you got to ask for help from the creator, from the source. You got to take it to spiritual court, and you got to waver these energies, because in physical you might not be getting anywhere. And that's whenever, when you are seen and you are heard and you are determined to shake the realms of what's going on, then the spiritual world, steps in. The God source, the all powerful love for all of us, steps in and takes a bigger look at the picture, that might have been not seen for fully what it was. And then when that source kicks in and justice is being served in that particular way, then you do ask for help. And when you ask for help, you get the help. You get the people that come in, and they don't care who knows who. They don't care what ranking the person is. They don't care what they have to say. Black and white is in black and white. Whatever's on paper, whatever shows, that's it. Like, there is no, you know, hiding the evidence. There's no rugs to put anything under. There's no painting the evidence a different color. No, they come in, and if it's in black and white, then it is what it is. Whether the people know each other, whether they shake hands and make deals, it doesn't matter, right? When you ask for help from the divine, it's going to come in. And it's going to come in a way that nobody can tamper with it, because it's God force. It's creator force. It's all power, right? And when that force comes in, there is no other force that can try to cover it up, block it out. No, it is what it is. Like it said, tracks to, you didn't miss the train, didn't miss the tracks. Like, it's all coming in, right? When that force comes in, it just clears the slate. It just makes everybody aware that game over, right? Whatever game you thought you were playing with lives, with people's whole energetic being, then that force comes in and just basically shows you a reality check. That you are being seen, you are being watched, you are being cared for, um, by a higher force that doesn't care what goes on behind closed doors and what secrets are being used against who and what and stuff like that. It don't care, right? It's going to come in and it's going to do justice, right? You're going to get the help that you're seeking. So in all in all paths, we are all here to share our gifts, right? Share your gift. Light loses purpose if it doesn't illuminate others. So all of us, we all have many, many gifts that were given to us when we were created. And each of us have different desires to open up different boxes to see what they're able to do, right? Some people might be very, very good at creating art. Other people might be very good at math and numbers, right? Somebody else might be extremely good at listening and understanding and coaching, where somebody else might be extremely good at dancing and choreographing, right? Those are all what we call gifts, but every one of us have the same package given to us. And it is up to you as to what you do with that package, what you choose to follow, where your heart is pulling you, where your desires are pulling you. That it's almost like somebody giving you a present. You ever like walk into a store and you can spend like $20 and you can buy like a mystery bag and you don't know what's in there, but they kind of tell you, there's like three items, but you don't know what those three items are, but you just know that there's three items in there, right? That's kind of like what your gift is. Each of us have that within us, but it's up to us to open it up. It's up to us to see what the mystery is within it and how it's meant for us and how we can use that to share that with others, right? Maybe, you open it up and there's two things that you really love, but one thing that doesn't really pull to you, that doesn't mean that it's not for you. It could be for you to give away. It could be for you to inspire someone else. It could be for you to make someone else happy with, right? So I like to look at it that way, as we all have the same, we were all given the same gift. And when we open it, how we feel about it, how we use it, it all determines the outcome, right? It's like like the ability to do art. You know, you don't have to be an artist to know how to do something with art. I mean, art can be putting on your makeup. It could be putting on your out dressing your outfit. It doesn't necessarily have to be painting a picture, right? There's different levels to each of these, and how we seek that particular skill determines the level that we experience, that we create, that we become, right? So this is telling you that, you know, you are being asked to truly step into your heart space, step into who you truly are. Don't be afraid of exposing your gifts. Don't care about, you know, who thinks you might be weird or call you weird. It has nothing to do with that. You know, don't let somebody else's opinion of you stop you from discovering who you truly are and what truly makes you happy, right? And then as you do so, share that with others, because as you step out into your energy and open up that box and discover the mysteries within yourself and within life and the gifts that were given to you, you begin to understand that we all share the same gifts, because we're all from the same creator, and we're all loved in so many ways, and we're all given the same thing, because we're given the right to use that any way that we choose to use it in, right? So y- you can be given the same thing, but you can use it in many different ways, right? You could even waste it. Like, there's a lot of people that waste it, right? Because they don't realize how valuable it is, or how valuable they are, and what they hold inside of them is, right? So but you're given something, and then it's up to you on what you do with it, right? So don't ever think that one person's better than another. Don't ever think that this person can do more than this person. No, everybody has the ability to seek out what it is that is meant for you, right? And when you seek out what's meant for you, you're going to find it, because you're going to feel it. It's going to resonate with you. It's going to call you. It's going to be in your heart and in your mind, and it's going to show up in your surroundings, and it's going to keep pulling on you until you truly give in and move into that direction, right? Listen to your soul. Your inner voice is the bravest whisperer. Yeah, again, we were just talking about that, the importance of truly tuning into yourself, because when you tune into yourself, that is when the outside noise stops, the influences stop. That is when nothing has the ability to come in and attack you, or transform your thoughts, or make you confused. When you truly go the deepest in, every time something outside of you happens and you go within you, you go deeper and deeper each and every time. And each time you do that, you are listening to your soul. You're listening to the divine, to the creator that's within you. You're listening for the the reassurance, the direction, the help, the support that comes from above, where we are, the spiritual realm, right? You're listening for that spiritual connection. It starts within you. It's always within you. It always goes everywhere you go, because it's within you. And when you listen to your soul, then you open up that connection, and you open up to that connection on such a level that you can hear the whispers. You can tell instantly what aligns and what doesn't. You can start to begin to understand people's intentions before they even come near you. You might, you know, have synchronicities, dreams, visions, downloads, just a knowing of what somebody's intentions are before they even get in your energy, just because they're approaching your energy, and your spiritual team, your creator is letting you know ahead of time, right? So listen to your soul, because that's going to help you avoid any distractions, any stress, any worry, anything that doesn't serve you. And our closing card is reassess. Even stars recalibrate. Don't fear recalibrating. So, as many times as you have to, come back to to the table, come back to the source. If you have to come back again to reassess the situation to see where you are, how you're feeling, sometimes that's the best thing to do because there could be a lot going on. There could be a lot of outside energies trying to influence. And sometimes the reassessing helps you to be able to eliminate what isn't yours. It helps you to be able to catch things that you may not have caught the first time around. It helps you to have a stronger discernment about yourself, the situation, the energies that are involved. Like so reassessing it is a good thing. It's never a bad thing. It's just allowing more time to truly go deeper in the situation and within yourself. All right, so I hope this reading has helped you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one and have a blessed day. Bye.